click the record button and say, "Yo, what up?"
No, good, sir.
How's it going? How's it going? How are you?
Doing all right.
It's
I
good.
think I'm in the middle of a My Hero crisis right now.
A crisis, you say? Oh no.
You know,
Villains
set
got you down?
yeah, well, we hit set 4 and, laid out where I thought I was going to play and everything. Had this deck all built. Was really excited about it. Made some changes, even changed the symbol on it. Played it. And in the bottom line, I don't think I like it anymore.
Oh no. Can we know what that deck was?
It was Dobby 2.
Hey, we've all been there, homie. Hey, we've all been there.
And honestly, I just felt the deck was just so super dice rolly. It was just completely frustrating this weekend because I didn't win the dice roll. I lost 1-2.
Huh.
If I won the dice roll, I was usually winning 2-1. I'm just like, I kind of don't like this.
That is completely and totally fair. And so your idea is to switch to Air Jiro?
Yeah, so originally I thought to myself, what did I want to play? And previously to this, I was having a lot of fun with Ochako Air, just the toolbox set. And a wise friend told me when I really wanted to play Shoto 2 on fire during set 2, they said, you know what? If you really want to be competitive, there's a better character on this symbol.
Yeah.
You might as well play the bird. And so I thought about it and I'm like, well, if I'm going to play Air Ochako, why wouldn't I want to play Air Jiro?
That's fair. That's super, super fair. Also, whoever told you that sounds handsome. I'll just put it out there.
Man. Really talking about personal, all right.
So, with that said, man, what do you need my help with?
First and foremost, it was pretty much I took what I had with the Air Toolbox, made a couple changes to fit more of Jiro's style, and then basically my first question is, has Jiro really changed with set 4 edition? I guess I looked at the lineup here, taking to what was happening at the end of season 3, and I don't know enough. I played a lot of, or I didn't play a lot of. I just played Jiro this afternoon, had fun with it, and so I really wanted to kind of dive into it. So I did wanted to kind of get your thoughts on the attack lineup, and then foundation wise, a lot of different options, a lot of different disruption options, and I'd like to get your take on what you think you'd like to see played and everything. For instance, I have a 2-2 split between Decoy Duplicate and Cheerleader.
Yeah.
Which almost seems like they're doing the exact same thing. They just do it a little bit differently. So I don't know if I just should lean to one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then I'm open to all suggestions at that point in time.
Yeah. That is that's fair. That is super, super fair. Let me snag a couple cards in the sideboard. So here's the number one thing, right? I think the air symbol is one of the least changed symbols from set 4. I think it is one of those symbols that just did not necessarily care. The old strategies didn't care about what was going on with the new stuff, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. When I was basically looking at it this afternoon and doing some deck building, I'm like, man, this thing really hasn't changed a whole lot.
Yeah.
Am I missing something? And that's where I was like, let's do a deck doctor and see if I'm missing something.
Yeah. With this list, did you copy it from somebody else, or is this just from your brain, just like having seen what they do?
It's basically I took the Ochako toolbox and then I looked at what was done during nationals and then made some minor tweaks here and there to fit Jiro. For instance, putting in like the attack lineup, went in with the pillar swings. The amplified sound blasts were different from what Ochako was playing. Foundation wise, I think the biggest difference was probably the dexterous appendages, and then everything else was pretty much almost like a duplicate minus the fact of putting actually decoy duplicate and an earphone jack. I think was kind of the small changes I made from a toolbox deck.
Sure, I love it. Let's take a look. So attack-wise, I have no additions. I think the attacks that you have are completely and totally chill. I like all of them. I like the double pillar swing. I like pretty much everything except for the zero gravity lift, but I get why that card's so good, right? It just like doesn't feel amazing unless you it's a really good turn 2, but is it better than a turn 2 jolt, right? Wouldn't we just want this card to just be a 4th jolt because of how powerful jolt is? It's a 4 diff, not a 5 diff. It's a 2 high, not a 3 high. It always deals 1 goes to momentum. It always deals 3s go to momentum. Selectively commit their cards, clear my own card pool, which technically hurts my strategy, right? With that said, playing this as your 4th card whenever you can, fucked up good. This card's correct when it's your 4th card and you're allowed to pass it, right? Like playing jolt into pummel into zero gravity lift feels insane. And so like there is the real question that you have to ask yourself is zero gravity lift worth it, or should it be jolt? My answer is I don't know. You should test. So like just like putting that in your brain, you know?
Got it.
Earphone jack, stellar one of the best things about this card is you're allowed to side it out. I think this is one of the easiest side out baits when it comes to deck building, which I believe you should be including cards to deliberately side out. Like this is a very good mainboard card to side out to put in some other cool piece. That's what I like assets a lot for that slot. Seasoning advantage. Feels amazing. Feels broken and not fair in Jiro. The only action that I included in here was... Oh, sorry. I have one more asset. Sorry. Young Heroes. I'm going to click none so we can go back to the thing. Young Heroes. I think this is a really good sideboard card. I don't know if it needs to be mainboarded, but enhance once per turn your turn, commit a rival asset or foundation. Insane. And it also stops my opponent's home run comets from killing me. Stops their indiscriminate shocks from killing me. It doesn't stop Jiro's damage pump, but it stops the other ones. So this one, you know?
Nope, I'm tracking there. I think I originally excluded it just because of that 4 diff with playing with specialized sound waves. It was kind of scary to draw that like firsthand.
Totally.
But I get why it's important.
Feels very good whenever you specialize sound and look at a 5 though. You're just like, oh, yeah, I got it. Neat. Just like this is Jolt on every one of your turns. Every single one. And so like that's just good, right? Like think about how good Jolt is on their turn. You save the Jolts for their turn, you save the Young Heroes for your turn. Very good.
Okay.
Actions. All Out Battle. This card is insanely good with Home Run Comet. If Home Run is already mega lethal, you just get to All Out Battle and give it the speed, and you have the momentum set up that you need. Enhance discard momentum of your attack with 1 speed for each attack in both players' card pools. This generates the momentum for you. And so, like, if this Home Run Comet is already going to be for lethal because of like the situation you find yourself in, this is very good. And also, this 2 low block defensively I flip, you flip is also very good. Discard from the card pool, draw your card is also super good whenever you get to look at the card you're going to block with and then draw a card. And so like this card has a lot of the top tier characters that want to play this specific action. This is the character that I could see wanting to do it the best, right? Does it need to be in your deck? I don't know. I think it's a thing that you easily could test of like, I'm playing 2 seizing and 1 all out battle just to see if the enhance and the response are worth it. Or is just, kicking their teeth in with seizing where it's at, right?
Yeah, just testing it. Got it.
Last one is just concentrate. Stealing a momentum on their turn, as well as, there's a lot of really crazy busted nutso actions out right now, and so like just canceling those just like seems pretty okay. I don't know if you mainboard sideboard what, but like I think this card deserves a space in your deck.
Originally, I was thinking of Ready, Get Set Goes as a sideboard going second option, but
Yeah.
then Trait makes a lot of sense, especially with Showdown running around amok.
Yeah, getting your Specialized Soundwaves Showdown probably feels abysmal, right?
Yeah, it makes you cry.
Yeah. Foundations. Convenient timing. This card's a little iffy for me because our momentum is so precious, but Enhance Flip, stack their cards is good. Can't Escape Me. Draw power is good. It always has been good. Stopping my opponent's own Specialized Soundwaves is good, and I think you might just have room in your main board sideboard in order to make this happen. Feeling Cute, destroy committed foundation for +1 speed, feels very good on things like Comet, Indiscriminate, even things like Pillar Swing. Just like having a lock breaker that is not release because you only have a 2 of release, like might be worth it.
Okay.
If you have more lock breakers, Swan Limber feels very good. All of your moves are charges, and so this applies to everything. Rescue completed to actually block things. Wall Cling, probably a sideboard card. First day of class feels very good to play a Jolt. First day of class, Pillar Swing. Now your pillars on a 5 if that's a play you want to do. It's just like an option.
Okay.
I bring this up because I think your main board is great where it is. I think that you could not touch this and be totally chill. Test out what these look like, and then this is all proven. Like, you know what this does.
Yeah.
I think that this character, as well as the 3 best characters in the format, right? Jiro, Ojiro, Tokoyami, right? The three big bads don't have to play any set 4 cards. And they are still the best deck in the room. They did not really gain anything from set 4 so potent that you're like, oh, if I don't include this, it's I'll lose. You don't need anything from set 4. There's some things that you could be cheeky with that you should be testing and trying, like this decoy duplicate. But you're right, it could just be 2 more cheerleaders. Which one's better? This one's a 4, this one's a 5. This is an enhance, this is a response. This is a 2 block, this is a 3 block. You just gotta test it.
Yeah.
And so, like, go into locals with a 20+ card sideboard might just be the answer if the idea is to play Jiro and just like, how many convenient timing should I test? Oh, I should take out the cheerleaders and try inconvenience, or I should take out the cool and toughs and try out Can't Escape Me or Feeling Cute, right? But mainboard wise, I think the only thing that I would maybe change is I don't think you need 4 Arrogant Disposition. I get this card's good. It really is your read on how volatile this word is going to be in the coming format. I think if this word is good, if the word punch is good, then Arrogant Disposition should be higher on your radar. If this word isn't good, then it probably needs to be what? A 2 of, because its entire job is just to be stacked with Specialized.
Fair enough. If it was just more of a low block, it becomes a little bit of a spam as well. The 6 check definitely helps, especially if you're able to stack it. But I know my locals wise, punch is a very key word.
Yeah.
So that's why it was maxed eyes.
So the question is there, right? Is 4 Arrogant Disposition over 3 Observant Student. This is a better low block. It's technically check is 1 worse, but your average check is closer to where it is, and it is use your character once, right? So is this as a maybe this should be the 3 of, and this should be the 4 of, right? It's going to be these little micro changes that you're going to have to do in a deck like this, since this deck is so tried and true, right? Second place at Nationals, second place at Worlds. It's been all over the place competitively since set 1. One of the best decks in the room. This deck feels absolutely fantastic to play into, or to play as. What cards do you like? What cards do you not like? You know? Like, I don't like Dexterous Appendages. I think commit for +3 speed is not a great exchange rate when I can have things like Taiyaki, when I can have things like Encouraging Training Partner, when I can have things like Feeling Cute, right? Like, is +3 once better than +1 on everything for a 2/5 2 high block, 1/5 2 high block, right? And so
Okay.
like maybe I'll try out dexterous appendages. If I don't like it, if it's not making my comets or my indiscriminate shocks actually land, then maybe we try feeling cued. Maybe we try wall cling. Maybe we try like this could be, let's look at our blocks. Yeah, maybe what if we cut the deck? What if we just cut this card altogether? Let's cut the cool and tough. Let's cut 2 of the arrogant disposition and just get rid of them, right? Shock treatment's a 2 of, make it a 1 of. And we make this number smaller. What does that look like? Keep the 20 attacks, make the deck smaller. We're gonna find these more. We're gonna find these more. We're gonna find these more. We're gonna find you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I think that should probably be the game plan at this point, just because how tried and true this character is, of just like, from here you should literally write a list in some sort of, I don't know, Discord or whatever, of like, I'm playing Jiro, here are the things that I'm gonna, here's the big things that I'm gonna change, right? Or I'm gonna test the deck as is number 1. Test the deck at 55 cards, but keeping the attacks high. Test the deck with more spams than not spams. Test the deck with out 0 gravity lift. Test it and have like whatever iterations that you have. Test it and be like, what feels the best? What do I like? What do I not like? I'm talking so much to Spot if I keep yelling at me. Does that make sense?
I can completely.
Yeah, because you brought me a. If you showed me this list and were like, yeah, this deck won Worlds, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. This deck got second at Nationals. Yeah. That makes sense to me. Wait, Deco Duplicate? He must have had an early printing. That's fine. That's chill. I get it.
Yeah, from the sneak peek. It's
Yeah,
okay.
he got it from the sneak peek. That makes sense. It would not surprise me in the slightest that like this exact list won the regional that's coming up at the end of the month. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Was that helpful? I didn't touch your deck like at all. I literally I think I changed 1 card. I think I made this a 3 and this a 4, and you could definitely put that back.
Sometimes it's just not even just changing the decks and the cards, but just listening to your thought process. That just is what is valuable within these deck doctors that I truly appreciate.
Oh yeah. I love that. Makes me feel good.
That's good.
With that said, man, yeah, make sure that you keep me up to date if this is the change for the regional and whatnot, you know?
No, you got it.
Yeah.
We'll probably be sending you. Yeah, I'll send you an update here shortly.
Love it. All right, buddy. Well, I'm not gonna send you this list. I didn't change any. Or do you want the sideboard cards?
Sure, doesn't hurt.
All right, I'll send it to you then. Easy peasy. Thanks for the
Awesome.
support over on Patreon, and we'll catch you next time, okay?
You got it. Thanks so much, good sir.
Peace.